Story 1. Have strong boundaries and stand up for yourself. There are more unpleasant individuals out there than you realize. If you find yourself going against the current, that's quite all right. Story 2. I have been teaching teenagers for 19 years, and the most consistent issue I see with young women is self-confidence. You are stronger than you think. That does not mean you will not fail or get hurt, but you will survive and be stronger for it. Story 3. High school lasts 4 years, but it ultimately has no impact on your social life. The people who were once popular now have families and lead their own lives. They are not truly popular in the real world. Hold your head high, be yourself, and just enjoy the experience. The real world will confront everyone, so be prepared and ready. Don't worry about what others think of you. Story 4. Take control of your inner voice. When it says something negative, turn it into something healthy and helpful. Story 5. If a man is more than 3 years older than you and is pursuing you, he has a high likelihood of being a predator. You are not mature for your age. You are not easier to get along with than other girls. And you are not so beautiful he had to say something. You are young, naive, and potentially an easy target. This is especially true for someone in a position of authority, such as a boss or a teacher. Report this to the police, your parents, or another trusted authority figure. Story 6. You are not fat. No, but seriously, I just saw a picture of my 17-year-old self where I thought I looked like a beached whale, but I was actually really skinny. Story 7. If any man or boy contacts you directly, it's probably safest to assume he is interested until proven otherwise. Story 8. Stay away from the groomers. For the love of God, please don't fall for it. Yes, you are smart, pretty, and mature for your age, but coming from a grown man, it's inappropriate behavior. Run. Please be smart enough to see through predators trying to disguise their predatory behavior as kindness. Please. Story 9. Wear your sunscreen. The skincare you apply to your face also needs to be extended to your neck and chest. These areas will reveal your age later in life. Your future self will thank you for this. Be cautious about pregnancy. Understand how your birth control methods work and know how to access emergency contraception. Stand your ground on any issue. You do not have to be a doormat to be polite. If you do not want to attend a party, you do not have to. If you do not want to share your contact information with someone, do not. If you do not want to cover a shift for a coworker who never helps you out, that is your choice. Not everyone needs to attend college, but pay attention to your grades regardless. You may need a college degree or a solid plan. It is unlikely you will become an influencer. Set yourself up for success. Story 10. Take care of your teeth. Floss and brush with an electric toothbrush twice a day. Keep up with dental visits. Stop drinking soda and fruit juice. Drink more water. Eat healthily. Avoid smoking or excessive alcohol consumption. Learn to cook at home. Learn to save and invest money. Read personal finance books. Story 11. Be yourself regardless of what anyone says. Most people may have bad intentions and are just trying to take advantage of you. Don't be afraid to say no. Story 12. If you want children, be careful who you have them with. Do not have a baby if you think it will make a man stay. It never does. If he won't keep a job, lacks ambition, or verbally abuses you, then leave. I have seen too many of my female friends fall victim to this and become single mothers who struggle. Take care of your mental health and recognize your attachment style, or it will keep you stuck and miserable. Story 13. I essentially raised my little sister. She is 18 now, and I wish she wouldn't be so hard on herself. She overwhelms herself with decisions about her future and lives in a constant state of analysis paralysis. She is an amazing person, extremely intelligent and beautiful, and literally has the whole world at her fingertips. However, I think she gets in her own way of accomplishing things. I tell her all the time to slow down. Additionally, I advise her to stop dating guys who are not good for her because she is never going to change them, and they will only continue to break her heart. Story 14. 1. Not everyone will like you, and that's okay. Don't compromise your beliefs or friends for a boy. You're only this young once. It's okay to have fun. You're going to make mistakes. Give yourself grace. Always have more pads or tampons on hand than you think you need. Story 15. Don't waste your time on dating until you are at least 25. The amount of time I wasted on men instead of focusing on myself makes me very sad. Story 16. That older adult does not think you are mature for your age. He tries to manipulate and groom you. If you are dating as a teen, stay within your age range. A maximum difference of 2 years is advisable. Story 17. Stay away from older individuals. Their intention in dating you is often to exert control. You may not have enough life experience to fully grasp how dating an older person can negatively impact your life, self-esteem, and personal growth. Story 18. Think about and value your future and how you can build toward it, but don't let it rule your life. Be a kid. Story 19. The things you replay in your head, the awkward moments, the embarrassing slip-ups, no one else is thinking about them the way you are. People are too busy worrying about their own lives to dwell on your mistakes. So be kind to yourself, let it go, and move on. The moment never mattered as much as it feels. Story 20. Stay away from older men who appreciate your intelligence, maturity, or coolness for your age. There is a reason girls their age do not date them. An 18-year-old should not be dating a 15-year-old, and a 20-year-old should not be dating a 17-year-old. Story 21. Always be wary of the men in your life. That may sound scary, but I am coming from my own experience. You deserve the peace of mind to trust those close to you while keeping an eye and ear open for anything unusual. Never ignore your intuition. Even if you are later proven wrong, it is always better to play it safe. If someone tells you that you are overreacting about something, it usually means they do not want to or cannot engage with your emotions. Seek therapy as soon as you are able. Everyone can benefit from it, whether you are neurotypical or neurodiverse, and you will have more tools at your disposal when adulthood comes. Story 22. There is no right answer. Choose your path. Do not let anyone take advantage of you, and be proud of who you are. Everyone is different. Story 23. If you can invest even a little, such as $10 from each paycheck, consider putting it into a mutual fund and staying consistent. Your 40-year-old self will thank you. Story 24. Enjoy your time as a teenager. It's one of the most prime times in life. It's a fun period for experiences, so embrace everything. Story 25. I would explain how to be alert for misogyny, gaslighting, and manipulation, as these are red flags. Story 26. Do not start an OnlyFans account the day you turn 18. Sex work is not easy and can take a significant toll on your mental health. It is not as glamorous as people make it out to be. Story 27. Be selfish. This world will have you feeling guilty for various reasons. Ignore it. Keep a clear focus on what you want to do, how you choose to spend your time, and how you want to use your body. Whether that means being a penniless artist living alone in the woods or a high court judge, a mother of 7 children, or choosing to remain child-free. Story 28. Don't tolerate any disrespect from your boyfriend. Trust your instincts. Enduring poor behavior from anyone leads to unrealistic expectations of love and friendships. Story 29. Do not take any pills from anyone. Do not believe anything boys say. Ignore 95% of what girls say. Believe in yourself. Story 30. Stay away from older men. You are not mature for your age, regardless of how much you believe you are. No fully grown man would be attracted to a teenager. That is predatory behavior. Story 31. Validate yourself and recognize your own worth instead of seeking it from others in unhealthy ways, as no one will love you more truthfully and impartially than you love yourself. Story 32. Every person who tells you that every man in your life wants to be intimate with you is projecting their own feelings or experiences. Yes, there are shallow or desperate men who may only want to be friends because they expect something beyond friendship in return. However, suggesting that all men are like that indicates a very limited perspective. Story 33. Sometimes you make mistakes, and that's okay. Learn from your errors even if it requires a few attempts. Story 34. Learn to be fluent in finance. Always know where your money is going. And do not give your money to untrustworthy individuals. Story 35. You are feeling everything deeply right now, and that is perfectly okay. Just remember, you are not on fire. You are the fire. You are in control of it, and you can turn down the heat yourself. You can breathe and let it wash over you. Do not get stuck on the ride. Story 36. No one is really paying that much attention to you. So let go of the self-consciousness and live for yourself. Story 37. Learn how to budget, save, say no to yourself, control your impulses, and prioritize your needs. Use time and free resources to enjoy life. Aim to remain debt-free, buy your cars with cash, and build a nest egg for emergencies. Consider having your paychecks deposited into savings and transferring only small amounts to checking each week to avoid overspending. Avoid pitfalls like drugs, alcohol, and addiction. Regularly evaluate whether you are spending too much time on hobbies and not enough time focusing on your goals. Listen to your instincts and remove yourself from situations where you do not feel safe. You cannot rescue someone who does not want to be rescued. They may drag you down. Be cautious of people with ulterior motives. Embrace constructive criticism, but disregard negative judgments. You don't need anyone, but surrounding yourself with positive people can enrich your life. Most of your friends now may not accompany you later in life, and that's okay. Take time to unwind. While ambition is important, neglecting your personal time can lead to burnout. Find healthy ways to cope during difficult times. Do you enjoy your favorite show, music, walks, sports, or art? If someone is a source of stress, they are not worth the trouble. Family is important, but you do not need to maintain contact with toxic relatives. Your mental wellness is crucial for your overall happiness. Story 38. Study, get into a great college, and pursue your education there. Seek a job that will provide the highest financial return. Story 39. As a guy, if someone slides into your direct messages, it usually means they are interested in you unless they prove they want a genuine relationship. Secondly, say no to anything you do not want to do, even if you feel pressured. Lastly, never use drugs, no matter how tempting it might seem, as they can have negative long-term effects. Story 40. Don't rush getting older. I'm 24 now, and there's no way I was a freshman in high school 10 years ago. I think back to the friends and pure fun we had. Take advantage of every second. Join clubs or sports and engage in creative activities. Whatever your niche is, embrace those experiences to the fullest. You have your entire life to work hard, and I miss the freedom and time of the teenage years. Time literally goes faster the older you get. Relationships can be challenging, and they don't necessarily improve as you age. My coworkers in their 40s who are divorced and dating again illustrate that. Focus on yourself. You are at the prime age to make choices and learn. You will regret the things you don't do. Learn how to say no, it's liberating. Health is wealth. Stay in shape with moderate exercise and eat whole foods. Your body will thank you. Get a serving job. It can be very rewarding in your younger years. If I hadn't worked in a restaurant at 16, I wouldn't be the confident woman I am today. It really helped me break out of my anxious, shy shell, and you can make many connections for the future. Networking is key. We all envision a life of, I'll go to college, find a partner, have a good job, move here and do this and that. But it almost never goes that way. The universe works for you, not against you. Story 41. 1. Take it easy on yourself. This is a time in your life to try and fail. No is a complete sentence. Story 42. If anyone aside from your doctor tells you to lose weight, tell them to leave you alone. This includes yourself. Your mind can deceive you. Don't fall for it. Story 43. Don't date. Just don't do it. And especially don't get into any relationships. It's not worth it. You lose more than you gain, and you won't realize until years later. Just enjoy your peace. Story 44. Do not rush into relationships, and definitely do not stay longer than you feel comfortable. If it feels wrong, then it probably is. It is not going to get better. Story 45. No matter what you think, you are beautiful, you are smart, you deserve to be happy. and you can say no to anything. Story 46. Speak up for yourself and communicate. Wait to do adult things until you are an adult. Remember that your world is not the only world, and you are part of a whole. Stop spending your life pleasing others. Focus on making yourself happy. Story 47. Take one day at a time and do not rush to grow up. Enjoy each moment and appreciate it. Story 48. Friendship is extremely important, and having one friend who truly understands you is better than having 15 friends who do not. Story 49. Be mindful of who you choose to have in your close circle. Personally, I've made mistakes and selected the wrong people, which ultimately led to feelings of loneliness when I had to distance myself from my own well-being. I am 23, so this advice can apply to anyone, regardless of age. Story 50. Be prudent and stay away from the troublemakers. Do not get pregnant, whatever you do, until you are married. Story 51. What I encouraged my daughters to do is to stay interested in as many things as possible. Follow the things that interest you most. Always be good to each other. This is the #1 rule. In their 20s, both are doing great. Story 52. At 30 years old, life only gets better. People, including yourself, mature. You will have more control over your home environment, your emotions will stabilize, and you will gain a better understanding of yourself. Hang in there and do your best. Focus on your studies, but don't stress excessively over grades. In the future, nobody will care about your high school grades. Story 53. Stay away from the entire internet because it's full of dangerous individuals. I am a 20-year-old man, but during my teenage years, I created a fake Instagram account posing as a 14-year-old girl. I wanted to mimic those predator hunter individuals, and I learned the harsh reality of how many predators there really are online. Story 54. Don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Speak up, set boundaries, and don't let anyone make you feel small for having confidence. Story 55. 1. Pursue a trade. You will be so hardworking and skilled that by the time you finish trade school, you will attract individuals who appreciate your abilities, giving you both an advantage against challenges and a steady income. Avoid joining the military if you want to stay away from aggressive individuals who may exhibit dangerous behavior. While it may seem appealing to become a soldier right after high school, remember that the reality can be quite different. The allure portrayed in social media does not reflect the serious issues within the military. If you choose to attend college, ensure that the major you select leads to a job in a stable, well-paying industry. If your academic advisors cannot provide promising employment statistics for graduates, or your career counselors cannot assist you in securing a relevant job, reconsider your choice. Opting for a major with low demand could limit your career prospects, regardless of how you finance your education. Story 56. Don't have babies until your late 20s or older. Study hard and focus on your career and independence first. Story 57. Have high standards. Do not chase men. Make them chase you. Do not ask men out. It is desperate, no matter what century you live in. Go to college, earn your doctorate, and rule the world as the good Lord intended. Story 58. Keep them closed. My wife and I had a child as teenagers. It is incredibly difficult to raise a child at a young age, even with support. Story 59. Maintain a zero-tolerance policy for negativity from others. If someone is putting you down without cause, distance yourself from them. If someone is trying to coerce you into doing something you do not want to do, find a safe space and cut them off. I cannot express how much time I wasted in high school being friends with people who were unkind to me, and I allowed it to happen. Story 60. Do the hard work now, attend medical school or veterinary school, and earn your Doctor of Philosophy degree. Front-load your efforts, as all other responsibilities will still be waiting when you are finished, and you will gain a world of independence at your fingertips. Story 61. You are beautiful, worthy, and unique. Now is not forever, so enjoy your youth. Don't grow up too quickly and always be kind. Older individuals may pursue you not because you are mature, but because of their inappropriate intentions, regardless of the nice words they use. Remember, no is a complete sentence. Story 62. Do not believe everything you see, hear, or read on social media. Use your brain and engage in critical thinking. Additionally, do not spend all your time on social media, as it can negatively impact your behavior in the real world when you are trying to establish yourself, whether that means seeking a job or a promotion. Story 63. Enjoy being young. Don't rush into growing up. Boys are not everything. If you have a good family, spend a lot of time with them. Don't care about what others say about you in high school. High school is not forever, and you will never see many of those people again. Stand up for yourself. Believe in yourself. You are what you make of yourself. Believe you are beautiful and worthy, and never let anyone make you second-guess yourself. Story 64. Get your education and maintain your independence. It's acceptable to settle down and get married, but don't lose yourself in the process. You never know what can happen, so always be prepared to take care of yourself. Your partner could be unfaithful or pass away, and you need to be able to support yourself and your children comfortably if you have them. Story 65. Use condoms until you finish school. Secure a steady and above-average job. Make a life plan for the next 10 years and stay committed to it, especially regarding relationships. Story 66. Make the most of your freedom. Live and experience new things. Discover aspects about yourself that you didn't know. Don't be in a rush to become an adult. It can be challenging. Story 67. If someone wants your body or your pictures, do not assume that it means they genuinely like or care about you or your personality, aside from your physical appearance. Story 68. Listen to a variety of music and explore the artists you love. Music resonates differently during your teenage years. Embrace it all. Story 69. A coworker of mine, a 19-year-old girl who was pretty and nice, just got into a mix-up with a married man. She didn't do anything, but his wife threatened her. I told her that while guys may approach with an agenda, it's important to always be kind. However, when things start to feel uncomfortable, she should know when to put on a serious face and let them know they have crossed the line. Story 70. Those who speak kindly are not always kind. Always be mindful of your surroundings and do not choose someone based solely on their charm, as charm is not everything. Story 71. The relationships you have when you are younger are very unlikely to last. Cherish them, but learn to leave if things go wrong. Don't accept mistreatment from anyone. Focus on yourself as the priority. Also, never send private images to anyone. Story 72. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. I changed the quote in my mind to say that nobody can make you feel insecure without your consent. Story 73. Don't base your major life decisions on a boy. Do what makes you happy, not what you think you are supposed to be doing. Please don't rush to grow up. It's not as great as it seems to have all this responsibility. Remember that just because you turn 18 and are labeled a legal adult, it doesn't mean you are truly an adult. You will be an adult when you can support yourself and are independent, so respect the people who are financially supporting you in your life. Story 74. Don't let heartbreak shatter your world. Life gets better, and so do the people you meet along the way. Keep your head up and don't worry too much because, in the end, most things we worry about don't even matter. Story 75. If it has not already happened, do not rush into sex. It may seem like everyone around you is already doing it, and some of them may be telling the truth. Who knows? The bottom line is that sex changes a relationship in unpredictable ways. The more emotionally mature you are when it happens, the better prepared you will be for those changes. Regardless of what the boy says, he will survive if he does not have sex right then and there. If he breaks up with you because you won't have sex with him immediately, then he was not a very good match to begin with. Story 76. Love yourself and don't be afraid to stand up for yourself or your boundaries. As a young girl, you will encounter many people trying to push you beyond your comfort zone. It is easy to feel pressured when you are young and want to fit in. Grow at your own pace and don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Discover what you want and pursue it. Good luck and enjoy yourself. Story 77. Screw being nice. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. You don't have to be a people pleaser. Be kind instead. Story 78. Nobody cares if you sit by yourself at lunch. Nobody cares about how you dress, your hair, or your makeup. Nobody who matters anyway. Story 79. Learn about self-defense, including having pepper spray with you or, if you can't, using hairspray as an alternative. Understand abusive and toxic relationships and recognize the signs of coercion and abuse. I wish I had known all of this as a teenager. Story 80. You are unique. There is nobody else like you. People may try to put you down, but do not let anyone walk over you. Be a good person. The greatest power in the world is knowledge. So learn as much as you can. I do not mean only in school. Learn about everything that interests you. Always give your best effort in whatever you do. Take care of your health. Story 81. Most of the time, no one else remembers that somewhat embarrassing thing you said or did. People can be quite self-centered. Story 82. Don't succumb to peer pressure. Whether it involves sex, smoking, drugs, drinking, or driving, make sure you stay true to yourself. Story 83. Irony ahead, as I am not following my own advice, but limit your time on social media. Research what platforms like TikTok or YouTube Shorts do to your attention span and cognitive function in general. Story 84. Prepare yourself academically to enjoy the work you do for your entire life. If you start early and do it properly, it will never feel like work. It will just feel like living a fulfilling life for which you are compensated. Story 85. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Do not compare yourself to anyone. Be your own person. Love yourself and understand that people come and go, but you will always have yourself. I have the privilege of waking up every day madly in love with myself. No matter what happens in my life or in the world, it does not matter. I have me. Story 86. Be happy, but be brave. You need to have a strong psychological foundation in life. Study sociology and history to better understand how to interpret and integrate into society. Make lots of friends and practice safe sex. As a teenager, I wished I had more sexual experiences, but now I understand the importance of safety, as people can be very unhealthy and unhygienic. Make sure to maintain good hygiene. It is very important, as people can be rude about it. Always use protection, as diseases can negatively impact your life if you let them. I have a back injury from weightlifting incorrectly, and I'm currently researching how to correct it. I also have irritable bowel syndrome due to a poor childhood diet and excess processed foods. 20, it can be tough, but I'm happy and doing okay. Remember that you have control over your life. Always be willing to fight for your happiness and safety, as well as that of your friends and family. Having friends and family by your side can help build your confidence, especially when they see your bravery. Once you turn 18, you'll likely want to have more fun and explore. Talk to your parents if you have a good relationship with them. They brought you into the world, and once you turn 20, you'll truly understand how challenging life can be. Explore the world and get a job. The world is vast, so read world atlases and history books to better understand the countries you might want to visit. Story 87. Do your own schoolwork without depending on artificial intelligence. It is not a search engine, and it should not be writing your essays. This will help you outcompete most people your age who are undermining their own education out of laziness. You do the work and you gain the skills. Story 88. No matter how it feels, very few people are actually paying enough attention to you to judge every single action or change. Did you trip on the sidewalk? Forget your eyeliner? Burp after your meal? Get a new pimple? They have experienced those things too and are all absorbed in their own worlds. Story 89. Stop comparing yourself to everyone around you. Never engage in sexual activity if you do not want to. You know your boundaries. Story 90. Make sure your intentions, thoughts, words, and actions align. Always look inward and spend every ounce of energy on yourself. Story 91. Pain is the growth of scars. Wear it proudly. God did not remove the Red Sea, He parted it. God does not always remove your problems, but He will make a way for you to get through them. Story 92. Other people's opinions of you don't matter, so build a thick skin. It may seem like the most important thing at the time, but it won't matter in 6 months. I've come to love the saying that other people's opinions of me are none of my business. Story 93. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. My dad passed this down, and since I don't have a child, it goes to you. Anyone can talk a good game. Words can be meaningless and may serve as a distraction. Observe their actions. Do they claim to be a nice person but yell at the child making their sandwich? Do they say they are your friend but share your secrets behind your back or exclude you from group activities? Story 94. Don't rush into things. Even if everyone around you is 5 steps ahead, do not worry. Everyone grows at their own pace, and many people may seem to be advancing while actually facing setbacks. You'll be all right, kid. Alex Warren. Story 95. You don't have to do it to be popular. High school is just a small part of the rest of your life. Story 96. Protect your mental health. Be comfortable in your skin. Women are powerful and impactful human beings. Know your worth. You can do and be anything. Story 97. Grown men who say you are mature for your age or anything similar are often dangerous individuals with harmful intentions. Story 98. 99% of males your age and many older have elevated testosterone levels that make them, to some degree, irrational, untrustworthy, and potentially dangerous. Develop awareness and skills to detect the 1%. Story 99. If you feel like you are the only one dealing with certain feelings, anxiety, or issues at home, you're not. Trust me, many others are going through similar experiences and have overcome them, which may help you feel less alone. This might be a generational trend, as feelings are now more publicly shared through platforms like Reddit. Story 100. Don't waste your time chasing after a boy or love. It's not to say you can't have romantic relationships, but oftentimes it isn't that serious. You're still young and have the rest of your life to find someone you'll be with forever. I am aware some people marry their high school sweethearts, and it isn't always a bad thing. I say this as someone who spent the second half of her teens in a bad relationship with someone older. I was so hung up on him that I was more concerned with that than spending time with friends. I wanted to grow up faster, enjoy being a teenager. I am now 31 and happily married, but I wish I had focused more on things like making memories with the people who are still in my life today while we were younger. Story 101. Also, take care of your body and remember that you are human. Don't let others dehumanize you. Fight for your humanity. Many people tend to dehumanize others, which makes the world a challenging place. When it comes to friendships, having a couple of close friends or even just one in a partner can be fulfilling. Moving in together can be a great solution, allowing everyone to work part-time jobs while still spending time together and exploring new experiences. I'm currently with my partner and her family, and I'm enjoying it. Story 102. Study as much as possible and be independent. Focus on maintaining a healthy mind and body. Do not rely on others for validation. Be assertive and objective. Work on your self-esteem above all else. Story 103. Several years ago, I had a severe eating disorder. I didn't eat anything, abused laxatives, and was happy to weigh 84 pounds while losing my hair. Now, at 33 years old, I am recovering from a heart attack that occurred on February 8th. My heart was weakened due to all the years of abusing my body. Please, I am begging you, be healthy and love yourself. Story 104. Develop some skills, any skills you want. Could be a musical instrument, coding, origami, computer-aided design, or anything else. Just spend some time learning skills. The adult world is hard and competitive, and that is only going to get worse. It is much harder to be unskilled at anything while trying to get ahead in life. Skills are a simple math equation. What you put in equals what you get out. If you put little effort into learning, you will get little back. If you put in maximum effort, you will achieve maximum ability. Story 105. Most of what you are stressing over does not matter in the long run. Do what makes you happy and do not worry about the opinions of others. You are the one who has to live with yourself, not them. Story 106. Enjoy your youth. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do when it comes to physical intimacy. That older person pursuing you and your friends is probably not a good individual. There is a reason, typically a few years at least, why an older person is seeking younger partners, and it is likely because they are unable to date within their own age group. Story 107. You are beautiful, and do not let your mind, influenced by society, tell you otherwise. Additionally, always wear sunscreen on your face every day, even if it is not sunny. I am 28, and everyone still thinks I am 19 because of this. Story 108. I have 2 daughters, so this is my daily life. Can't is a 4-letter word in our house. Believe in yourself. You can do it, whatever it is. Story 109. Your intuition is correct regardless of what authorities or adults may tell you. If it seems wrong, it is likely incorrect. Story 110. Most men just want to use you but pretend they care about you. I know because I'm a man. Don't go to bed for at least 3 months of dating. Make them wait for you. Story 111. Start lifting weights now. Do not take anything too seriously. Try everything. See what you like and what you do not like. Do not form your life around what other people are doing. Do not get that tattoo. Try hard in school. Free education is a privilege. Give your parents some grace. They are doing their best. No one is skilled at drunk driving. Do not get in the car. Do not stay anywhere that makes you uncomfortable. You always have the authority to say no. Story 112. Men will always be present at your age. They aren't special. Don't fall in love with his potential because the odds are it won't work out. Story 113. The most important thing to learn is to love yourself. Fall in love with yourself unapologetically. This will set you up for healthy boundaries in your future relationships. Never tolerate disrespect. Story 114. Be yourself and don't pay attention to beauty standards. If your partner is insisting that you undergo cosmetic procedures to be more attractive, find someone who can appreciate you for who you are. Story 115. Trust your inner voice. If your intuition is telling you that something or someone feels wrong, do not ignore it. Your inner voice is always right. Story 116. That older man doesn't think you are mature for your age, and the other older man isn't actually shocked when you tell him how old you are. He just likes teenagers, and no woman his own age wants anything to do with him. Story 117. Go slow. What can feel like an eternity turns out to be only a week. Most actions or decisions can wait. If someone tries to pressure you into a certain behavior, it's probably not the right way to go. Learn to ask the question, what difference will this choice or action make a year from now? Asking that question can help you sort the trivial from the significant decisions and give you perspective. Think before you act. Every teenager's emotions are heightened all the time, which leads to rash behavior. That old adage, count to 10 if you are angry, count to 100 if you're really angry, is absolutely true. This applies to emotions other than anger as well. Teenaged boys often have a limited emotional range. The Harry Potter scene where Hermione tells Ron he has the emotional range of a teaspoon is not far off for most teen boys. This last point holds true for all people, not just teens. The world does not revolve around you. Story 118. Do not place too much value on what others think of you. If you live your life trying to impress others, you will be unhappy. Story 119. Most things when you are a teenager aren't that big of a deal. Time goes quickly. You will be in your 20s with a whole new crowd of people before you know it. Story 120. Do not use skincare products when you are a teenager who does not understand that the skincare items you are buying are meant for adults with mature skin. Additionally, wrinkle cream is intended for people in their 40s, not teenagers. Story 121. Trust your intuition about anything or anyone. Many individuals often have thoughts about intimacy in the background of their minds, so be cautious about trusting words too easily. Story 122. Nobody will ever know your gene size unless you volunteer that information. Your body is changing, and that's normal. Wear jeans that are comfortable and that make you feel good. Next, choose friends who make you feel good. Friendship shouldn't feel like a competition. Good friends can be hard to find, but you'll know when you've found one. Don't waste time fitting in places where you don't belong. Treat high school relationships as learning experiences. Feel every emotion in real time and embrace heartbreak. Don't feel pressured to lose your virginity. Many who claim to be having sex are not, and others may wish they hadn't. There is no time frame that is right. You'll know when you're ready. Listen to your body. You'll never regret the experiences you didn't have. Be the kind of person you admire. Always be a leader in every room. If it feels like bullying, then it is. Humor at another's expense will never be good humor. Don't be afraid to speak up when you know something is wrong and remove yourself from situations where silence is the norm. It will never be out of style to be remembered for being kind to everyone. That is true popularity. As old as you feel is not as old as you are. You will keep growing and learning. It's okay to be your age. Don't ever believe an adult who labels you mature. If they do, question their intent and follow your gut. The beauty of adolescence is that you're not mature at all. That is what makes it magical. You are feeling everything for the first time. It is your coming-of-age story, so enjoy it, and don't be afraid of the things you don't understand yet. Wisdom is the gift that comes with experience. Attention can be flattering, but attention from older men is not. One day, age gaps will not matter. Right now, they do. Don't rush adulthood. Lastly, if it feels like the end of the world, it probably isn't. Just breathe. You'll have something new to worry about tomorrow. Don't focus on being cool. The coolest thing you can do is be yourself. Always have a trusted adult in your phone contacts. Someone you can talk to who has your best intentions at heart. If I have a daughter, these are the things I will tell her. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.